Got it.
All right, we're good. We're set. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Film Talk with me. That is Mac, and my to my left, we have Scott Sadek. How's it going, Scott?
Ooh.
All right, so if we hadn't been here, we sorry we left y'all hanging. We apologize for this.
Yeah, we're sorry. We've been watching the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, it took us a while to watch that.
It's a very long movie.
Very long movie. You know how hard it is to analyze a damn movie that long? They're like,
oh. Yeah, it may take you like 4 months.
Yeah, it may. Not seriously. Seriously, guys, life happened. Like with everything. Yeah. No, life happened. It wasn't.
I've watched this movie 3 times now in the time since it's come out.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, yeah. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the film. So Snyder Cut. First, like I said, we do Justice League. We did do Justice League. We did.
We did. No, we did BVS. We did Batman v Superman.
So basically, we just said fuck Justice League, and we just said this is Justice League.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So we just was like, that movie don't exist. This movie is Justice League. This is the truth.
Yeah, this is obviously the better movie, the better version of this movie. The first 2 times I watched this on my TV on HBO. Since then, I bought a projector and the 4K Blu-ray. So I watched this in like the highest quality I possibly could on the biggest screen I possibly could, and it looks awesome. This is a really cool looking movie. It's a little dark. Like all the Snyder movies.
That's Snyder.
That is my biggest complaint probably about his overall. Like I've got other complaints, but that's my biggest one. Like throw some color into these fucking movies. But like on a big screen, this movie looked great. Like this movie on my wall, it looked awesome.
I agree. I watched this film all through HBO Max, and I gotta admit, it is like comparing it to the other film. This is way better. It gives a lot more context. I do wish it would just kept Superman fucking dead, but you know I'm okay with it.
That's the best scene in the movie where they fight. That's got to be the best scene in the movie, right? I mean, there's some competition, but like,
yeah,
I still think like even though plot wise it makes no sense, they don't really need to do it at all.
Yeah, they don't need to bring back Superman, but I feel like this is the thing. I'll admit this. Going back into the other film, when they brought him back, it made no damn sense. But in this film,
the whole scene was really stupid.
Yeah, the whole scene was stupid. Like, why are you bringing back Superman? Can't y'all take him? But in this movie, when you watch it, because in the first scene, it was like, he barely won. You don't need Superman. But when you watch the Snyder Cut, it's like, oh no, y'all definitely need Superman. Y'all getting fucked up. Like, yeah.
I actually kind of disagree with that a little bit, because I actually think in the theatrical cut, he comes in and he's just like, he makes the entire team kind of pointless. Like he comes in and he just destroys Steppenwolf, and it's just like, what is even the point of the rest of the team being here if Superman could have just done this the whole time?
Right.
And in this version of the movie, like he comes in and immediately they lose.
Yeah.
like the team just like totally loses, and then the Flash and Cyborg basically have to come and save their asses. They have to turn it around and save their asses.
Right.
Which I think is probably the smartest thing they could have done for this movie, because
let them lose.
It's a Flash and Cyborg movie. Let them be the heroes of this movie.
Right. I agree. I like that. That made, because even though I'm like, me personally, I just wanted, in my heart of hearts, I really wanted the film where it's just like, can y'all do a film without just letting it just, I want to see what the group can do without Superman. That was the whole point. Mm-hmm. But in this film,
that's what you get for most of this movie.
Yeah, that's what you get for most of the movie. Because the first one was like, it was more like, we need Superman. And in this film, it's like the first part of this film is Superman is dead. There's no bringing him back. Like I like. That's what I wanted. It's
just preparing for the next enemy. That's essentially what the first 2 hours of this movie is.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. It's like Superman's dead. There's nothing we could do about it. I like this because it gives you that dynamic of, yes, we are terrible at this and we need him to help us out. And and that would make me feel a little bit better. Like I said, like everybody, let me put this out there. For those of you saying that I hate Superman, you're completely right. I hate Superman. I think that
yes, you definitely hate Superman. We know you hate Superman. Your views on Superman are well documented.
Yeah. But I will not say that. I will say this: if you don't put the right components to bringing back Superman, I'm gonna hate it even more. But this film, it was more so the right components were there to literally make sure that they could bring back Superman. A reason. Give me a reason to bring back this strong.
They took the time to like make it make sense, like how they were bringing him back too. Because like in the theatrical cut, like the Flash has to run and touch the box when it touches the water. And if he doesn't, like he could just start over and do it again. But in this one, it's like if he does that, he like automatically calls Steppenwolf to them, and so they can't do it again. Right. So that's why he has to like, it sets up him turning back time. Right. Like he turns back time and touches it at the right moment. And like, it's all just properly built into the story. And obviously it's 4 hours, so you get a lot more time to set up these moments. Right. Whereas in like the 2 hour cut, it's just like whatever.
Let me just say this. I love the way they end the final fight. Was just like when even Superman comes back, it was like, oh, we fucked up. Here's Darkseid. And it was for a moment there, I was like, holy shit, they fucked up. Like he came in there like, y'all fucked up.
The world ends. The whole world, like the unity happens and the world ends.
Yeah, the world.
And the Flash is the only one who can like unravel it back.
Yeah. That was very. I was like I was really like tearing up. Like I like this. I love this.
This was my favorite of the Zack Snyder DC movies.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite too. I like this. Batman v Superman like, go kick rocks.
Batman v Superman has some like interesting ideas, but the execution is just it's a mess. It's a mess of a movie.
I think
we've already discussed that one.
Oh well, we discussed that trash film. Yeah. But I feel like in this film, I feel like Zack Snyder took what it's like seeing a man learn from his mistakes. And he legit learned from his mistakes from the first one.
He does. I still find a little bit of that like tonally off because like he's treating them like they're biblical figures, but there's also a lot of really goofy comic book type stuff that happens in this movie. Like every time the boom tubes come in and that like boom noise happens, like I cackle with glee like a little child because it's ridiculous. Right. But then he also has like, Superman's Jesus. You're taking yourself a little bit too seriously for these movies.
But here's the thing: like when you see the first one, because like so going back to what you'll watch that episode, Batman v Superman, we hated it. We didn't like it, but
I think we were a little bit lighter on it than we had been previously. But I also think we were talking a lot about the flaws of that movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
A lot of flaws in that film. Jolly Rancher things should go fuck it.
But the jar of piss scene, that's the best.
Yeah, that's the best scene ever. Do that again, Zach.
This movie needed at least 2 jars of piss.
Jars of piss, yes.
But not one. Not one. In 4
not
hours.
One. Where's the jar of piss, Zach? Where's this jar of piss? We wanted it. Damn it. Fuck that. But I think with this film, I feel like if this film was actually good enough for me, but like, you know what? Even with flaws in this film, I feel like I want to see what Zack Snyder can do with a third installment. If you were giving him a third one, I think he could do a good job with a third one.
I'm indifferent about it. Like I'd watch it for sure, but like if they don't do it, I'm not going to be mad. Like we've already gotten 3 Zack Snyder DC movies. As far as I'm concerned, this one kind of wraps things up. Like the second time I watched this, I ignored the last 20 minutes of the movie entirely. So it's like, it's just set up for something that I don't really care about. What? Like, I don't really care about the Nightmare. I don't care about Martian Manhunter. But like, all the stuff in this movie, I think came to a solid close with enough setup for a future if there was one.
agree, but uh, let's go ahead and let's go ahead, Scott. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Jared Leto coming back.
Terrible.
Terrible. Yes. He had a second chance to fix everything that he didn't learn shit.
I think I like him better in Suicide Squad. Like I'm not sure, but I think I do. I haven't rewatched Suicide Squad since it came out.
I kind of agree. He was better in Suicide Squad, and
just because he's having more fun. He's not just like a blurry background character.
Yeah, he's dull and just not fun. I feel like he was having fun in Suicide Squad. And, so for me, he had one more, and I didn't like him in Suicide Squad to begin with. But when I watched him at the film, I was like, wow, you really don't give a fuck.
I mean, he's trying something.
Yeah.
I don't like any of it, but he's trying. He's trying his hardest.
I feel like I want to get on the screen and say, do something, take a shit, do something, piss.
No, I would rather literally anybody else play the Joker. Like if this scene were in this movie and like just somebody random was playing the Joker instead of
like
him,
Tom Wiseau?
I would have been like, who?
Tom Wiseau?
Tommy was yeah. If Tommy was honestly, Leto was giving a Wiseauian performance.
He was, and I'm telling you, him is. I'm watching. I was like, I want to see him as the Joker. I think he can play it.
I
would be interested. He was stupid, but I would be interested. I am the Joker.
Yeah. Like I liked the nightmare scene from Batman v Superman. I thought that was a cool scene, even though it like came out of nowhere in the movie, and it doesn't really make sense, but like it was a cool scene. It looked cool. I like the visuals of it. In this movie, everything, it looks like Army of the Dead. Everything has that like drawn out focus where everything's blurry and then it comes into focus, and it just, nothing about it really worked for me. It all looked like it was chopped together from a bunch of different green screen stuff that he shot over probably like 5 years now. It's just like, I don't care about any of this.
Yeah.
This movie ended 20 minutes ago.
Well, I like this, and see, this is the thing. Like it feels like DC is on a comeback. We both agree Wonder Woman, that new Wonder Woman film was not good.
Wonder Woman 84 not good. Suicide Squad good.
Suicide Squad was
the new
very very good. So it's like DC is on the come up. They're looking at Marvel like, we're coming for you, motherfucker. But
I don't even know if they are. I think they're just like, whatever. We're just gonna do a bunch of stuff and see if any of it sticks.
Yeah.
Because like Aquaman, while it's the same guy, feels nothing like these movies at all. Mm-mm. Like it feels like a totally, completely different movie, and I love that movie. It's awesome. It's ridiculous.
I love Aquaman. Fuck Zach. He thinks it's shit. Fuck him. It's pretty good.
He's a crazy person. No,
he is a crazy.
Aquaman is great. It's got a drumming octopus.
Is a great film. Yeah, it was awesome.
Orm wears a metal mask that moves with his eyebrows.
Yes.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yes. Who gives a fuck? I wonder what they're gonna do with Aquaman 2. But
they released that picture of him in the new suit. It looks more Snydery, honestly. I mean, we'll see. I have high hopes. Like I like James Wan enough.
James Wan ain't gonna let Snyder fuck it up with him. I trust James.
Well, Snyder, I don't think Snyder's involved in these movies at this point. I think other than like a credit that he gets just because he started these characters.
I think Zack Snyder is like, fuck it, I'm done. Yeah,
I mean, he's got his Netflix deal now. He's focused on that. I'm sure.
Oh, those films are fucking awesome.
Army of the Dead was cool. I'm looking forward to that Star Wars one that he's doing. The one that
I think they did
like
an Army of the Dead. They actually are doing a prequel to one of the.
Yeah, but he didn't direct that one. That's directed by the guy. No, it's directed by the guy who's starring in it, the Safecracker.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I want to see that.
So, but I think he's got a couple other things lined up with Netflix.
And good for Snap. Good for Zach. I like that.
Like I'm interested in seeing what he does, even if it doesn't always work for me. Yeah,
I think Zack Snyder on Netflix is probably. I think letting Zack do streaming stuff is better because it lets him. It lets him like, hey, if you fuck up, like, look, just give me a little bit of cash. I'll make you a
Right.
good.
There's not as much like riding on him making $1 billion at the box office, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah,
Like BVS didn't make $1 billion, so it's a failure.
yeah.
Which like it sounds crazy, but also like these are the biggest properties that Warner Brothers owns.
Right. And
You know?
just like with the Schneider cut, I think really it just looks like hey, they just was like, fuck it, we're just gonna put it on HBO Max, and everybody's looking at it like HBO Max, come on. And then I was sitting there
It was a
thinking,
matter of circumstance. It was because of COVID. It wouldn't have
yeah,
happened if
yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
for
yeah.
COVID.
Everybody was like, everybody, you want me to pay this much money? And everybody looking around, and I'm the main one. You're paying 60. Yes, yes, I'm paying $16 to see all this shit.
I'll be interested to see like numbers on the Blu-ray sales. You know,
Yeah,
once those start coming in, because like if all these like Snyder crazy people out there were like, if they're gonna put their money where their mouth is, they're gonna buy that fucking Blu-ray.
yeah. Billy was one of the fun friends. He keeps getting on Twitter. Well, Lisa Snyder cut, you cry.
Look, I'm not grouping in like the people who are just like, I just want to see a movie that I like. I'm talking about the crazy people who like attack people online.
Ones.
Yeah, the fucking psychos, the fringe people who take over the narrative and overshadow people like Billy, who are like a decent guy who just wants to see a movie.
Release this bullshit.
Right, yeah, like dude,
Yeah.
okay, cool, whatever. If you want to waste your time fucking spamming Warner Brothers and every tweet they make to get them to release this shit, I mean, I guess that's a good use of your time as a human being on this planet.
True. I want to start spamming Marvel so they can just like release the No Way Home film to me now. me only.
Hey man, I've been trying to get them to release the director's cut of Super Mario Brothers for the last 20 years. It's not working. Apparently, you need to have a cult-like following in order to get this done.
Yes, we need that. We need that. Plus, plus Bob Hoskins, sadly.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, they have like I think an additional 20 minutes worth of footage. We don't need to talk about Super Mario Brothers.
We'll probably talk about that like five.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Damn it.
When the Chris Pratt Mario Brothers movie comes out, we'll do a tie-in.
Damn it. Chris Pratt is Mario. That's some bullshit.
What are you gonna do, man?
I don't know.
Hire an Italian?
I tried to get them to do Tommy Wiseau, and the motherfuckers didn't want to listen to me. And now everybody's going to see this film and waste their money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. So anything else on this?
I mean, there's a lot about this movie that we haven't really, because
it's a long movie.
It's a 4-hour movie. I like the idea that they split it up into chapters. Yeah. I think that works in its favor because you can like take a break or whatever. On the Blu-ray, the one that I have, they split it up into 2 discs. So like the first disc is like the first 3 or 4 parts or whatever it is. It's like the first 2 hours of the movie, and the last one is the last hour 40 of the movie. So it kind of like splits it up into 2 movies. You know, I did it over 2 nights. It kind of works out that way, where you don't have to sit down and watch 4 hours of Justice League.
Yeah. I mean, I did like the scene where we finally get to see Iris West. Well, not Iris West.
Yeah, Iris that's West. A good scene. The music choice is a little strange. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Me neither. Yeah.
I don't know what I would have picked instead. Like, I don't know, like fucking Bad Out of Hell by Meatloaf or something.
All right. But I do like I just like this. Rafe is the Cyborg. I do like Ray.
So much better.
So much better. A lot of people hated him for that, and I was just like, he was actually pretty good. They cut out his entire arc in the last movie. In the Justice League, Justice League. Yeah, they cut his whole arc out, and I didn't like that. Like, I really wanted to see more about it. I mean, we got to see what his father went through, Um,
How do you cut out Miles Dyson from your movie? Come
yes, you don't cut out Miles Dyson, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I
on.
really
Joe
like.
Morton is like a hero. That dude is awesome.
Yeah, he is. He is a hero. He literally sacrificed himself. Like, no, you're not going to do this. I'm going to make sure I destroy this.
That scene
That
was so
made it,
good.
and it made the film better. It made the film
Dude,
better.
all
The
of that
original
stuff,
was
all that
like,
stuff made the film better. Like I understand them cutting the stuff with like Ryan Choi, because like it doesn't really add anything to the movie overall. But all the stuff with him and Cyborg is so vital to like what they build to towards the end,
right.
and they just cut all of that out from the
It made you feel like when that, well, because the thing I didn't like was with the Josh cut was when he got the box, it was like, oh, we finally got Superman, calm down. Well, there it goes. But in the original, in the Snyder cut, it was like there's like it's like they had to literally fight Steppenwolf. They had to fight him to get that box away, and it was like it was good.
I like it. I do think it's a little ridiculous that they were all just like, oh, what? Don't worry about the mother box now. Like, we got to go focus on Superman. Like, one of them should have gone to find the mother box.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it made it. But if you did that in the Josh cut, it made no sense. But in this film, it was like it made it better.
So much is happening that like you kind of overlook it, but at the same time, you're like, they knew. Like going in this one specifically, that it was gonna call Steppenwolf. That once they did this, it was gonna call Steppenwolf. Batman should have had it in his plan. Like, okay, you guys go deal with Superman. I'm gonna get the mother box and keep that shit on lockdown.
Yeah, that's exactly what they should have done. But
but instead he goes off and he's like, I'm gonna go confront Superman, even though I know he wants to kill me.
He had to go get the cops. So
what?
He got the cops.
Who, Batman? There were 4 other superheroes there. They could have gotten the cops out of there and been like, yo, there's a fucking Superman in the sky. You should get out of here. Batman could have been like protecting the mother box.
See, this is why Bat Flack is just not working with him. If that was Michael Keaton, I mean, he would have said, I'm gonna say this, or it's like
that is not the Michael Keaton Batman voice.
What is that?
Michael Keaton's Batman voice is basically just Michael Keaton at a whisper.
Yeah, I'm gonna guard this box, and y'all go and do that shit.
Hey, he's back in this universe now, man. It could have happened.
It could have happened. I'm so happy he is back.
You may get that scene in the Flash, whatever the Flash movie is called. Flashpoint.
Oh shit. He literally is gonna punch. I really want him to punch and kill what was it? Who's the Joker? Who's the new
Leto? Jared Leto?
Oh, Jared Leto. I hope he punched and killed Jared Leto. Just literally goes up to him and said, "You were dancing the Devil's Pale Moonlight."
I want Michael Keaton's Batman to like do like a full body turn at the Affleck Batman and be like, how are you doing that with your neck? Like it's 30 years later, he still hasn't figured it out.
Soon, I'm telling you right now, I am mark it down right here. It is 4:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What today's date? The
October 2nd.
October 2nd. I am saying this right now. They're going to copy No Way Home with Batman. Mark it down. I've said it.
What do you mean? They're gonna end the trailer with the Batman?
All the Batmans, except for sadly,
Adam West.
Yeah. Adam West. Sadly, Adam West is not going to be with us, but they're going to try.
I don't think they are.
I think they're going to try.
I think it would be very. I don't think Val Kilmer is going to come back. I don't think he had a good time doing it, and I also think he's still kind of sick.
Well, I think it's going to be. I think it's mainly if you start in 2 Batman films, you're going to be this. So that means we just ignore. As much as I love Val Kilmer, that means we don't get no Val Kilmer, and we just loop over whoever.
You think they're gonna? You think they're gonna get Christian Bale back for this movie?
Yes.
You're insane.
Yes.
No,
Yes, it's insane, but it'll be funny.
no way.
are
Christian Bale
you?
is coming back. Christian Bale is never gonna be Batman again.
No, watch. I said it right here. Who are you? I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman.
No, they're more likely to get Will Arnett as Lego Batman in this movie than they are to get Christian Bale.
Look, Will Arnett part of the universe too.
Look, I wouldn't be mad about it, but also I don't want to see that movie.
I want to see this train wreck. I love to see it. It's basically Into the Spider-Verse is going to be into the Batverse. It's just going to be all Batman.
The Flash is like one of my favorite superheroes of all time. So I just want him to have one good movie, and then he can have the train wrecks. Like, give me a good movie.
Oh, no. This is after that good film. He's gonna get a train wreck. I
hope he gets a train wreck. Every superhero deserves a train wreck movie.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be their first, you know? Green Lantern deserved a good movie before he got that shit show we saw.
What was that film? That film does not exist.
It's so bad.
Like,
I keep seeing it on Netflix, and like they're like tempting me to rewatch it, but I'm also like, I've seen this movie in theaters in the best possible scenario. It's bad. I know it's bad. I went in with the highest of hopes.
No, I really feel like you need to go with just go with what Ryan Reynolds would do. Ryan Reynolds do not want you to watch this film. He hates it.
No, he doesn't. That's another reason I don't think Clooney would do another Batman movie, because he's always doing the same thing that Ryan Reynolds did. He's apologizing.
Do we have to rewind what I said? I literally glossed over Clooney. I don't want Clooney nowhere near this fucking film.
How dare you? If you're gonna include all of the Batman, you gotta have Clooney.
I am not putting that motherfucker in my film. I won't bang, freeze. Okay. I'm Batman.
All right, we are getting off topic because we have a 4-hour movie to talk about.
I mean, look, I'm gonna say this. Clooney literally looked cross-eyed when he played Batman. Freeze, I'm Batman.
Hey, to be fair, that suit was probably crushing his brain. He probably just couldn't see straight, literally.
It's true. This is true. I can't feel my balls. Robert, I need help. That's still done? Okay, I'll do it.
No, man, that's how he got the role. Did you ever hear the story of how Joel Schumacher chose Clooney to be his Batman?
Dusk Till Dawn?
He saw a poster for From Dusk Till Dawn, and he drew the bat cowl around his face.
Oh my God! God rest his soul. Look like Batman.
He's kind of got the jaw.
He got it. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure. So who's Clooney's agent? Get him. Oh, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the show. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Not
so Darkseid. Let's talk about all the villain characters. Darkseid.
Darkseid looked amazing.
I like Darkseid's look. I wish, because like there's that painting that Wonder Woman sees that depicts him in like armor. I wish he was wearing the armor in like the prologue scene or whatever it is. I also wish that came at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that whole sequence is awesome.
Oh, it was awesome. I like the fact that
the gods
it just was like, nah, it's not. What I was upset about with I keep going back to that the Joss Whedon one. My problem with it was Steppenwolf, and I was like, y'all are all coming to fucking together to take on
Steppenwolf
one.
Looked like shit.
Yes, that too. He looked like shit in the original. He still do.
I like his look. I actually think his look is pretty cool in this one.
But I still didn't like it that much. I didn't like it that much, but
it's not like the best look for a villain,
right?
But like, I'm probably being clouded comparatively.
Yeah, you're looking at it like it's a little bit better. I was like, yeah, it's still a piece of shit.
I like the idea of the living armor. That was pretty cool though, where like he could just like chop off the spears and whatnot.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty bland overall. It kind of looks like what's that thing from Thor 1 that comes to New Mexico and starts burning everything with its face.
Oh, I can't remember that thing.
I can't remember what it was called. I'm thinking like Eradicator, but that's a Superman thing.
Yeah. Like I said, I do like the fact that they just like it wasn't dark. Like I didn't like an original. It was like it's Steppenwolf. Just they brought everybody together to take on Steppenwolf.
Right.
And that really irked me. I was like, fuck, that doesn't seem right. Why are these? They had gods and every alien attacking one of the weakest characters in DC. It makes
and on top of that, they cut down that scene so much in the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
In the theatrical cut, it's like a minute and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
In this one, it's like a 5-minute sequence, which is just awesome. Like just pure action.
It made me I know DC, I know Steppenwolf, and I'm like, Steppenwolf is not that strong. He's not that strong. I'm sitting there, right. He's not that strong. He's not this strong. It would take Wonder Woman probably could take on Steppenwolf. You don't need all these people to take on Steppenwolf. Now, when they switched it up and said Darkseid come, I was like, makes sense. That makes more sense because
I just wish he didn't go out the way he does. Like he just gets like chopped and then he just bails.
I disagree. I like the fact that his head was chopped off because it was like, yeah, take that.
But his head wasn't chopped off. No, I'm talking about Darkseid. I'm talking
I thought we were talking about Steppenwolf getting his head chopped off.
No, that's awesome. That's
cool. That was awesome. Thank
you. Him getting his head chopped off and losing the horns.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, take
I'm
that.
I'm talking the like prologue scene with Darkseid when Ares like chops him and he just like got the axe in his shoulder and then he just like gets pulled out of the battle and it's over. I wish he went out a little bit differently.
I can agree with that, yeah. But like I said, I think they just at that time they were like out of money. They I
think they were stuck with what they shot already.
Yeah, and I don't blame them for that. That's like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But look, I praised them for what they did because it made me less crazy because everybody's looking at me like I was insane. Like everybody looking at me like Steppenwolf, he's that strong. No, he's not. Watch Superman the series.
Steppenwolf is
weak
trash.
as fuck.
Steppenwolf sucks.
He sucks. When I heard Steppenwolf's the villain, I was like, oh, Darkseid is gonna be the guy being the puppet master.
Right.
That's what pissed me off about that.
He's the Loki. He's the Loki of this movie.
Yes, he's the Loki. Yeah, I was legit pissed when I saw that. When I saw Justice League, I was like, oh, my head.
Yeah, and even still, like he's not nearly as like compelling of a character as Loki was in the first Avengers.
No, he's not.
Plus, you also had like 2 Thor movies by that point, or 1 Thor movie. I don't remember.
This is tripping. My problem with the whole thing was so here's Steppenwolf in the original. Joshua, here's Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf going on no equation, no nothing, and he's giving these gods, Atlanteans, aliens from a different universe a run for their motherfucking money, and that's what pissed me.
We do have to talk about that anti-life equation, though.
Okay, let's go ahead.
It doesn't make any sense.
Hell no.
Like, why did Darkseid forget about where it was? Like, why he was there? He's seen it. He fought the Atlanteans. He knows the Atlanteans are from Earth. Go back to Earth. It seems like it would be like a pretty simple like 1 to 2
plot.
Right, like I don't know why it's just not explained at all. It's just like, it's on Earth. Wow,
yeah, here we go. I guess I can go kill everybody now.
Yeah. Oh, the one place that beat me, huh? That's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Never thought about going back there.
Maybe I need to go back there. Yeah.
It's not even like it was like his last stop, because like he tells Steppenwolf, he's like, you still got 50,000 more worlds to conquer for me. This is just like stop number 50,001 for him before getting to go back home. Like it's just like a weird
I can
overlooked
agree.
plot detail.
I agree. To me, it's just plot. They just wanted to find a reason for him to lose his mind.
I get it. It's like it's superhero comic book stuff, but that's like the stuff that I'm talking about that contradicts like all the biblical stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're setting up in that sequence where it's like everything, they're all these like biblical epic heroes, but we can't have story consistency.
Right.
It's not like a huge deal, but it's just like it's one of those things you're like, why didn't he ever go back?
Here's another problem I have too. Look, like I said, I know you're a Flash fan. I'm a Batman fan, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I like Christopher Nolan's Batman, and it's cool. But Batfleck was literally supposed to embody DC's Batman, the comic Batman, not
visually. He's the best looking Batman.
I give you that, but he was supposed to embody the Batman you know from the comics. He was supposed to embody that Batman. And when I watched the film, I'm like, yeah, this is not comics Batman. This is just, you're still trying to be Nolan.
Yes, and he's also trying to be like the Frank Miller Batman, like the old grizzled.
Well, even the old
retired
Frank Miller Batman still beat the shit. Frank Miller Batman still beat the shit out of Superman with kryptonite now.
Hey man, did you see BVS? That's what this Batman does.
I saw. Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I watch that every day, all day, today, and I literally watch chicken wings and popcorn every time and laugh at Superman like you're a bitch. Yeah, I really hate.
I mean, these aren't my like ideal versions of these characters at all. Like this isn't what I would do with these characters. This isn't necessarily what I want from these characters, but for what he's trying to do with them, I think he is succeeding.
Well, I guess how can I put it? I understand what they're trying to do with Batman. Like, this is not Batman at his like peak, because
it's far past this
Batman is peak. Literally, I mean, the Batman I grew up with, literally just went toe to toe with Darkseid and literally told Darkseid,
right,
fuck with me, fuck with me. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I'll blow this whole fucking planet up. He does that. That's Batman. He's like, I will fight. I will kill a god if I had to kill myself to make sure you lose. I don't give a fuck. And that's Batman. That's Batman.
I don't like
100%.
Batman using a gun.
Hey, yeah,
he uses
Batman
a gun a lot in this movie.
That goes against that Batman, but yeah.
But also, like, I think a lot of people's problem with these movies when they first started coming out was that they were the Marvel equivalent. They were the DC equivalent of the Marvel movies. So these are the characters we're going to be stuck with. These are the only versions of the characters we're going to be stuck with for however long. And even I was a little depressed because I was like, these characters are very sad. These characters should be more uplifting if I'm going to be sticking with them for multiple movies. I like the idea of like him doing a trilogy of movies like this, where he's just telling his DC universe story. I like that type of idea because it's kind of like an Elseworlds type of thing, or even like Christopher Nolan did. Christopher Nolan did his whole version of Batman, and it has nothing to do with anything else, and nobody cared because there was no Superman tie-in. Because these characters are supposed to connect and they're supposed to have that type of thing, people get so hung up on like continuity and being stuck with this type of character for a while. Yeah, but I think on its own, these movies are fine. Like, they're not like my ideal version of them, but I think they work perfectly fine for what they are.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I think this is like I said, when we first watched, when we did VBS, when we did BVS, yeah, we it was at the time, during that period of time, it was like they were trying to one up Marvel, and they failed. And I think now they're more like, guys, let's not try to one up Marvel, because Marvel is just good. They've been doing this for years. Let's just try to have fun, make our universe, and make some damn good films, and not try to look at what Marvel does. Try to do our own thing. And I think so far we're seeing that because we saw that it all started with this film because this film did it, and then we got the Suicide Squad, which was fucking amazing.
Don't forget Joker. Joker was
good.
Completely disconnected.
Yeah, like we're seeing them literally just, you know, get they're getting their shit together. Let's put it like that.
They're getting further away from the idea of like one continuity, and they're just like, what if we just do two versions of Batman? What if we have two versions of Batman in the same movie?
Right.
They can
do that, and they can do that.
And then that leaves them open to just doing kind of like standalone stories,
right?
Where they don't need to be worried about continuity bogging things down. Like nobody cares where Harley Quinn ended up in Birds of Prey versus where she started out in the Suicide Squad. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares because that could be that's a whole different universe. That Harley Quinn is a different Harley Quinn. Like that's
it could be, or it could be the same. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, and that's the thing about the DC universe that's just that they can get away with it, and Marvel really can't.
Well, yeah, they've crafted like a very specific universe, and now it's starting to unravel a little bit because there's a lot of like things with their like multiverse and different timelines versus different universes where they're not really like locking things down and saying what they're supposed to be, which is leaving it more open to interpretation. So like they have all these Spider-Man characters, but like it ultimately won't really matter, but it's gonna fuck up their whole continuity,
right?
Like it's gonna ultimately like screw up their continuity, and then they're just gonna have to be like, yeah, I guess we're doing the same type of thing that DC is doing. Like, here's a Spider-Man movie. This time it's starring Andrew Garfield, I guess. You know,
I wouldn't be opposed to it because I love Andrew Garfield.
I do too. I didn't like those movies, but I think he's
I think he's a good Spider-Man. I didn't hate Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I think Amazing Spider-Man was okay, and Amazing Spider-Man.
I've also made my feelings about Paul Giamatti's Rhino very well known on these shows. I want as much of him as possible. Give me a whole standalone Joker movie. I've pitched that.
Paul Giamatti's Joker.
Paul Giamatti should have been Mario.
He's too old.
Who cares? No, he's the voice. Chris Pratt is doing the voice. Make Paul Giamatti doing his Italian accent from Jungle Cruise.
Oh God! Actually, I wanted Tim Curry as Mario, but you know, we all can't have what we want.
Yeah. I mean, maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
We'll get dueling Mario Brothers movies.
Yeah, I wanted him to have a Russian accent, not an Italian accent, and just let him do that. No.
There should be a Russian Mario. Like there's a French Wario. There should be a Russian Mario, a Russian version.
It's Russian version of Mario, and just let Tim Curry does it.
Vladio. It's a me, a Vladio.
Fuck yeah. All right, anything else?
Okay, so Mira's British accent. I just have that highlighted. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And it's a weird choice because they had the American dub, like the American accent dub that she did for the Justice League theatrical cut. So they could have just used that, but I think out of principle, Zack Snyder used the worst version of it, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah. Amanda Heard is that Amanda Heard? Amber Heard. Yeah. She's probably gonna get kicked out of DC anyway.
No, she's in the new Aquaman.
Fuck.
Yeah. She's probably the worst part of this movie.
She's the worst part ever. So
yeah. I've not really seen her in much else, but everything I've seen her in, she's been kind of meh at best.
I mean, Machete Kill, she was okay. She played a bitch.
In what? In which movie?
Machete Kill. She just played played a model, like a runaway model, but really she just played it real well because she was acting like a bitch. Yeah.
We don't need to get into the Amber Heard of it all. I just thought the accent was very strange. Amber Heard. Sure. Yeah. I don't care. I'm totally indifferent about that whole thing.
Oh man, I'm just playing. Or am I?
Yeah. The Martian Manhunter. He could be cut from this entire movie. He serves no purpose.
He didn't need to be in this film at all.
No, and his appearing at the end of that Lois and Martha Kent scene ruins that whole scene.
Oh yeah, it does.
It completely changes the dynamic of like, oh, she's talking to her mother-in-law. No, she's talking to an alien.
Yeah,
who she kind of knows.
Yeah, it fucked it up a whole. Like, I'm like, why are you in this film? If you're not, my problem with John Jones is if you're not going to do shit, then why the fuck did you put him in this? Because it's like they forgot, like, hey, he's a Justice League member too. Why not let him in the fight? What better yet? Why the fuck? But I'm getting mad about this, and it made sense. Why the fuck did you bring back Superman and keep him out? It would have made sense for them to be in here and not Superman. That's what I was expecting, like Martian Manhunter. But
I'm confused by the whole appearance of Martian Manhunter in general, because what has he been doing this whole time?
Nothing.
Why hasn't he been helping at all?
Yeah, that's my problem with that. It's like he hasn't done nothing. I would have been, like I said, if you put him in this film, that I thought when I heard, oh, Martian Manhunter, he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something to help out Bruce in the end, or like there's gonna be an extra scene. No, he doesn't show up until the end. That's it. I'm like, what?
But it like changes your perspective on the character for the previous two movies, because like Zod shows up. And he's like, oh, I don't need to worry about this.
I don't need to worry about Zod. Yeah.
Superman will break his neck. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it will be all right. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Millions of people will die.
Superman needs to go to jail. Yeah.
And then in the second movie, fucking Doomsday shows up and he's like, it's fine. It's fine. Still fine.
It's still fine.
That island, we've evacuated that island. It's fine.
It's fine.
Batman, Superman will sacrifice his life. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. And here
those two superhumans and that one human dressed up like a bat, they've got this covered. I'm an alien. Covered. I have magic powers. I'm not going to help.
Well, Superman is dead and Steppenwolf's coming back and they have the antimatter equation. I probably know some shit about this, but
yeah, I've got knowledge they could probably use.
I've seen
not going to give it to them. No, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines. I'm gonna talk to Lois Lane, and then I'm gonna fuck off for the rest of the movie.
I feel like he just. I feel like, look, this will make me feel a lot better if they literally just had a scene of him watching the fight and him laughing, and just somebody pop up to him and say, "Hey, aren't you supposed to go in there and fight?" No, I love being a dick. That would make the film. That made
you know what? I would accept that because at least then it would be explained.
It would be explained.
He has character motivation in that scene. He just doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. It makes me feel a lot better. Instead of him going to Batman and introducing himself, I'm John Jones. Okay, cool. And he's like, why didn't you?
What was going on there, by the way? Because like he at the end, the last line of the movie is like, they call me the Martian Manhunter. Why is Batman gonna trust this dude now?
No, I don't.
Did you see what he did to the guy who called himself Superman? He tried to kill that dude. You're calling yourself Manhunter?
Manhunter?
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah. This is me with Batman. I'm Martian Manhunter. Wait right there.
Hold on. Let me get one of my many guns. No, this Batman has guns. He goes and gets a shotgun.
Yeah, you got what'd you say?
Like, you're a manhunter, you say. Well, I'm a Martian hunter.
Okay, I got something for your ass.
And then he shoots John Jones in the head, and then the title card, Martian Hunter.
Dead.
And that's the end of the movie.
No, actually, it would have been better. It would have been a lot better if just Deadpool shows up and just shoots him in the head.
Speaking of Deadpool, if that was apparently supposed to be Green Lantern, that would have made a little bit more sense.
Yes.
Because then, like, he's coming down. He's like, yeah, I work for the space police. I know some shit you don't know. Sorry, I've been off space policing this whole time. That's why I haven't been around.
Dang.
Yeah,
Sorry, Bruce. That guy was a dick.
and then he shoots Martian Manhunter in the head
In the head.
with a green gun made out of his will.
Sorry, Bruce. I'm just making sure that this guy's dead. He sucks. I believe me. He sucks. Oh crap! That was hilarious. I mean, yeah, but I agree with you. I think if they would have just brought in somebody, just like, hey, I've been doing shit. It made me mad that they brought him. You brought this man in here to do nothing. That makes me more madder than anything. I mean,
yeah, it was just like clearly set up for a movie we're never gonna get. I don't want to say never because I didn't think we would get this, but so it's set up for a movie we're very unlikely to see.
We're never gonna get this.
Look, hey, if the Blu-ray sales are enough, who knows, man? They may be like, yeah, let's do more Snyder stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen either. We're wishful thinking.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
but I mean, like, this movie is cool. Like, there's a lot of cool, like, Justice League stuff that they do. Like, they're working in tandem with each other. Like, when Aquaman, he uses his trident and he like creates that wave on the floor, and then Cyborg like power blasts it. Like, stuff like that was awesome. Just seeing them like working together.
I don't think did they kept the scene with him sitting on the lasso.
No, that was a Justice League.
I'm kind of upset they didn't keep that in there.
I actually like that scene.
I liked it. Like, it just made it. He said, "I'm just going to be honest. We're all going to die." Like,
yeah.
I like it.
There is some, like, a few bits and pieces that I wouldn't have minded them keeping from the theatrical cut.
That was one of the things I wish they kept. I was like,
yeah,
it was fun.
But for every like one thing that I would have kept, there's like a dozen things that I would cut.
Oh yeah. We didn't. I mean, like I said,
but I mean, look, there's like an hour of this movie that I would have cut too. Like, there's no way you release a 4-hour theatrical film, but like this, 3 hours you can get away with because it's the Justice League, but there's a lot of fat in this movie that could be cut.
Oh yeah, they could have just cut out that Lex Luthor scene. So they kept.
Oh yeah, I would say cut everything after Superman opens his shirt.
Yeah,
that could, like, when he opens his shirt and he hears the call or whatever.
Directed by Zack Snyder.
Directed by Zack Snyder. Justice League. That could have been the very end. That's 20 minutes right there. Yeah. Gone from the end of the movie.
From the film. Yeah. I did not need to see. I was like, okay, cool.
All the Martian Manhunter stuff that can be cut.
Yeah, cut. Yeah.
The weird hat banter with the Flash and Aquaman, like where they're going into the army base. Like, there's a lot of slow-mo that could be sped up.
See, my problem, like I said, I'm upset, but like I said, if they probably cut that Martian Manhunter stuff at the end of the film, I think I would just ignore it. I would have ignored it. But because they put that at the end of the damn film, I gotta talk about it. Like,
it's literally the last scene of the movie.
Yeah. You're like, you don't see him literally till a bonus scene of the damn film. You don't see him again. And
it's basically like a post-credit scene that they put before the credits.
Right.
Yeah. Like same thing with the nightmare scene. The nightmare scene comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Like it goes from Superman opens his shirt to the Lex Luthor scene to the nightmare scene to the Martian Manhunter scene, and there's no like bridging in between. It's just scene after scene. It's just weirdly paced. It's tacked on. It's pointless. Like, I would have much rather they just ended it at like the natural ending point, like after Joe Morton gives his final speech about how he's a father, and that's how you end your movie. It ends on a heroic note instead of ending on this weird sequel tie, or tease. Yeah, it's a very strange choice.
Right.
And they also had to film that. Like, the all those stuff, all the new stuff they had to like film for this cut of the movie was the worst part of the movie.
Like I said, I'm not worried about I wasn't worried. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff, like I said, that would cut out. There's a lot of stuff I keep. It's just like I said, it's just down the middle. I feel like this still is a good film without even with all this shit. Even with all the shit. Lois Lane.
She's
Yes.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Having Superman's baby.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot with Lois Lane that honestly could probably be cut down. Like, I feel like half of her scenes are in slow motion.
See, this is my issue with Lois. It goes back to Batman v Superman. They barely know each other. It's not like he fucked her and now he's dead and now he's acting like a deadbeat dad.
The timeline of this universe is a little tough to figure out also, because like you have Man of Steel, and then at the end of the movie there's like a jump between like when the events of the movie happen and when he starts working at the Daily Planet.
Right.
So we don't know how much time they've spent with each other in between then. And then in between that movie and Batman v Superman, there's like 18 months between them. So they've had like a year and a half to be together. It feels very rushed. It's like in the Marvel movies, they have Wanda and Vision. They're supposed to be like their big romance in those movies, other than Bucky and Cap.
Right.
But like they spent like 2 scenes together in the movies, one of which they were fighting each other, and then in WandaVision, or then in Infinity War, we're supposed to buy that they're like they love each other and that they're upset that they're dying.
Yeah, I like I said, film. Like I said, this is a. I don't hate this film, but
no, I think this is a solid movie.
This is a solid film. I mean, even after all the shit we're talking about, I don't hate it.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems, but there's also a lot of stuff that works.
Yeah, like I said,
like that scene with Alfred where he meets the Justice League. That's a great like comic book moment, you know?
Yeah,
where they all come in and Aquaman's just like, "You're a badass, Alfred." That's great.
Can we get? I mean, I would love to see. Can we get Joaquin Phoenix Joker in here somehow?
No, I don't. If we have to do Joker again, just do a whole new guy. Like, keep Joaquin Phoenix in that one movie. There doesn't need to be any more Joaquin Phoenix Joker. That was perfectly enough, I think.
I mean, who should we? I mean, while we're on the subject, we already fed up with Heath. Well, not Heath. We're already fed up with
Leto.
We're fed up with Leto. Damn it! Now I don't even want to say his name. So who should play?
He's Morbius now, anyway. You don't have to worry about him being back in this. He's Morbius.
He's Morbius. Yeah.
He's the living vampire.
Yeah, I think that fits him. I think he'll do better.
It fits him better than this for sure. I also have no interest in that movie.
Me neither. Me neither. But who should replace him? It's a good question.
I mean, there's my go-to pick was always like Walton Goggins, who I think would be great as the Joker. But now, like, I recently saw I can't remember what the name of that movie was, where Steve Yeun works in like a office building and he gets fired, and then they all get exposed to this virus that makes them kill each other.
Oh, I heard about that. I forgot what it was. It had Samira Williams in it. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. But he's crazy in it. He goes fucking nuts in it. I think he'd be a cool Joker.
I like it. I love that pick. I mean, personally, I need somebody who can tell jokes.
That's fair.
I need somebody that can tell jokes and be funny at the same time. So, you know what? And I want somebody who also can be crazy at the same time. So you want to know something? Fuck it. Let's get Eric Andre.
Oh man, that's good. That's like legitimately good. Like
Yeah.
I would love an Eric Andre
Eric
Joker.
Andre can act. Everybody keeps screaming. He's too crazy. I was like, watch
No,
Two Broke Girls. He can act subtle.
Not just that. Like watching him on his own show, like he has to keep straight the entire time. Like that's not easy to do.
That's not easy to do.
I could totally see him playing.
I could see him putting on the makeup and being insane. Like
that could be cool. He would be like a full on like gross Joker too.
Yeah, he would. He would be. Yeah. I wouldn't say he would be on par with Heath Ledger, but
no, but he would be dirtier like that version of the Joker.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be like the clean Cesar Romero Joker, who's like a dapper gentleman, you know?
Hell no, he'd be the dirty ass Joker. Like like he just I could just see him. He's like, you know what? I don't like the way you're looking at me. So you got 5 seconds to get out my face before I shoot you. Are you
I like that. I also like the idea of using a comedian to play the Joker.
Yeah,
I think that is the way it should be, honestly.
If I had to pick, it would be Eric Andre. I could just picture him. I watched I watched Bo Burnham's Inside a while back, and I was thinking like he's got some Joker energy to him. Like, and that's like I wouldn't want him to play Joker, but like that type of like comic manic energy is needed. And Eric Andre has that in spades. Eric Andre has that in spades, and I think you can. And also, like I said, Eric Andre. Everybody that's the reason everybody like, why not? Why Eric Andre? So why not? He can play subtle. He can be subtle. He can be calm. He doesn't
even need to be. He can just be like the full-on crazy Joker too.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on which version they go with.
Like,
there's so much Joker out there. He can be.
I think he can do both. I think he can be that subtle.
I'm picturing. Do you remember the Batman, the cartoon show?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Joker from that one with the dreads?
Yeah, I can see him doing that really
voiced by like Kevin Michael Richardson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he could play that. He could do that.
Like a version of that with like a straight jacket. Like I could see that.
I could see him doing
Eric
that,
Andre Joker.
Yeah, him getting a fro. Yes. And then painting it white or green.
Dude, Joker with a fro. Oh my god. I want to see that.
I want to see that. Yeah. You want
we've gotten so many versions of like the classic Joker look. Give us something weird. And the afro would look very much like a clown.
Yeah, it would. Look, we're giving
big green afro, dude.
DC, we're giving you gold here. Like
I'm into this. I'm way more into this than I thought I was gonna be.
I was sitting there. I was thinking about it. Like, man, fuck it. Let's just get Eric Andre. And then as we keep talking ourselves into it, Eric Andre as the Joker will be so perfect.
It would be insane.
It would be insane. And I think if you're going to put, I wouldn't want to put him in. I mean, we gotta get different Jokers. I actually would like to see that Joker and the new Batman that we're getting. Because
with him and Pattinson?
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, I could see Pattinson. I've heard a lot of talk about how the new Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, is going to be closer in tone to something like RoboCop, which I'm super into. Like, I'm into. Like a satirical Batman would be kind of awesome. And Eric Andre would kind of be perfect in that.
Perfect for that world. You know, you can see him just literally just going in and soundtrack and just like, what's up, Batman? Fuck you. Like you would be laughing at him and it's like, wait a minute, is he serious or is he playing? And that's the whole beauty of it. You don't know if he's serious or is he playing. Like that's the whole point of the Eric Andre show. You're like, is he serious? Is he?
I'm totally sold on this, man.
I'm sold.
Eric Andre as the Joker. Like another person who has been campaigning to be the Joker is Lakeith Stanfield.
I actually like Lakeith. I think he can play it too.
I think he could too, but I think he'd be more of like, the suit and tie Joker, very theatrical, that type of Joker. I think Eric Andre would just be like gritty and gross.
Right.
I want to see both.
I want to see both too. I actually want to pitch my name into the hat as Joker.
You yourself?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, I'll allow it if I can pitch myself as Mr. Mixelpitlick.
Fair. Okay, yeah, cool.
I want to be the impish little wizard man. He is.
I just want to go around just doing stupid shit, just yelling at Batman like,
I'm gonna go around like fucking Candyman. Say my name.
Say my name.
Just mix it with fucking hook hand.
Mine would definitely be rated R. I would be running around in the streets with no shirt on and white. Like I would be rolling around with no shirt on and white makeup all over my face and just walking around.
I'm imagining you as Tracy Morgan in like the first episode of 30 Rock. He's just like naked in the streets. I am a Jedi. I am a Jedi.
Actually, the piece to top it all off, I will have a pipe. I'll have a pipe, but it'll be upside down. And I'll be like, yeah, what's up? And I have the little hat. I will have the little hat on my head, just walking around.
No. What you do is you have a big hat, and then underneath,
yes.
You got
I got a little hat right here.
You got a little hat underneath.
Somebody trying to hit the head off, and I just look at it like, oh God, this is gold.
Oh man.
Oh good. I will literally do Pop Goes the Weasel to somebody if they try to fuck with me, like what the fuck you doing? Pop Goes the Weasel. Who else wants some? Yeah. All right. Anything else on the Snyder Cut?
I don't know. I mean, there's probably a lot that we haven't talked about. Like we barely talked about Wonder Woman. Ooh, okay. We got to talk about every time Wonder Woman or the Amazons come on screen, they do that weird like chanting that they've been doing in like every movie that takes place in the Middle East since 9/11.
Hey, well, look.
It didn't make sense in Ang Lee's Hulk, where they were floating around fucking Oklahoma or whatever. It doesn't make sense with the Amazons.
Hold on, so you're talking about chanting?
Every time Wonder Woman came on screen, it was like,
Okay, I get you say. I thought you were talking about like chanting because there was chanting in Black Panther and Tabari.
No. That made sense. They were using like African chanting. This is like using Middle Eastern chanting because Gal Gadot is from the Middle East.
But
the Amazons are from the fucking Amazon.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, and look, I would have overlooked it if it was like one or two times, but it's every time they do something. Every single time, and it's distracting.
Yeah, it is distracting.
Yeah, but I mean, but that scene where the extended scene in the bank was pretty cool, or the museum with the bomb.
I don't know. That was the museum. I think that was the museum. I think that was just some crazy guy that just wanted to prove that. Hey.
Yeah, they were like a cult.
Yeah.
Like in the theatrical cut, we're like, what are they doing? Why are they blowing up a museum?
And I think they just wanted to prove that, hey, superheroes are bitches. And
they were like a death cult that was trying to set things back to the golden age or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they actually took the time to give these throwaway characters motivation, which also doesn't really make sense.
I was waiting on him to do some stupid shit like it would have made sense if it was little Alex Jones.
if fucking Bruce Bolton was playing Alex Jones, he's like, I have the documents.
I have the documents here. What do you want? I don't want
The Amazons are lizard people. We have to stop them.
We have to stop them. What?
Meanwhile, there are actual lizard people living underwater.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
That would have been great. They could have set that up in BVS also, where they show all of the news people and they just cut away to fucking Alex Jones.
Superman. He's an asshole.
We have to set things back to a time before the superheroes.
Yes, the time before the superhero. We're gonna get you.
Metropolis was a false flag. It was a false flag operation. It
He
never really happened.
Superman. He was literally
Bruce Wayne hired crisis actors.
You're not. He literally pointed Superman. You're not. You're not a hero. You're faking a fraud.
You're a crisis actor. You've been hired by Lex Luthor.
I don't want to change. It's turning to Frost gay. God. Yes. Alex Jones
it turned Aquaman gay.
It turned him gay. Aquaman, like, I'm definitely not gay.
Hey man, he's fluid. He's gender fluid.
Okay, we'll excuse the fish. Jesus. All right, but yeah. Damn it, I do agree. Gal Gadot. I do agree that there's some things with Gal Gadot. I feel like they were trying to save it for 1984. Sadly.
Well, I think there was also it was a combination of that, and there was probably like they didn't know how big Wonder Woman was going to be, so they probably weren't leaning on her as much. Like you see it in the theatrical cut of this movie, where like they give her more to do, they like pump up her role, and they're like, "How come you're not the leader?" Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then in this movie, they're not really leaning on her popularity as much.
Yeah,
as much as like setting up the other characters.
Right, because I mean, when the Snyder Cut came out, I mean, Wonder Woman 1984 came out, and the movie, her first movie came out, which the first one was good, and sadly the second one was shit.
Second one is Batman Forever. In a lot of ways it is, man. It ends with them trying to broadcast and brainwash people.
This is true, but it don't have Jim Carrey acting stupid.
No, it's got Kristen Wiig acting like Jim Carrey.
Damn it, yes. Yeah, I agree with that. We both said that on Twitter. Oh, I agree with you. I was just waiting on Chris Wiig, just a sexual fantasy with a little white lies. Into my head they go. She was like, oh shit. Like that white fur shit, whatever she was, I was like, no. Just no.
Yeah.
Stop. But yeah, anything else?
I really don't like Batman using guns. He uses guns throughout the entire like end action sequence of this movie, and it just bums me out the entire time.
I understand this. Look, I agree.
I don't mind him killing people for the record. It's just the guns.
I agree with the guns. And see, this is the thing about me. I agree with you because I don't want Batman murdering people with a gun because it makes him look like a bitch.
It's not that. It's such. Do you remember Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
Remember like the first scene of Batman Beyond where like he's forced to use a gun, and that's the moment that he realizes he's got to retire.
He hated it. Yeah, he hated it.
Because guns are what killed his parents. You know, he was a child, and he's got that. Like, I'm not opposed to other characters using guns. Like, if you can't take guns away from the Punisher and stuff like that. But like,
yeah, you take guns away from Punisher, dead.
Yeah, Batman is like a character who I think wouldn't use guns. I think that would be part of his core identity.
Which is why I like the Pattinson Batman, because he literally beat up and clearly killed that guy. He's dead.
Well, maybe dead. We'll see.
No, that guy's dead. I heard like that represents brains on the ground. He punched the shit out of that guy. That guy's dead. I was erupted like, I am seeing this film and killing people. Yes. Batman completely don't give a fuck.
I don't mind him killing people. I don't want him to be killing everybody. Like, I don't want him to be killing street thugs.
Look. This is why I like Michael Keaton's Batman. He did not give a fuck. He killed people.
He was crazy.
Yes. Michael Keaton's Batman legit has. I'm literally trying to get James Anjanese, who does Dead Meat. I'm trying to make him. I'm trying to do this if he's listening. I want him to do a kill count on Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm dead serious. Batman has killed probably about Michael Keaton's Batman has at least killed a dozen people in that first Batman film. Hell, I can probably go further than that. I think he killed probably about 30 people in that film. 30.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Batman killed pretty indiscriminately in that movie.
Yeah, because Zach was trying to argue with me about this. Batman didn't kill that many people. I said, Batman killed him. I said, Zach.
In Batman Returns, he puts a bomb in a dude's pants.
Yes. He lit that one guy on fire. He lit that one guy on fire. Yeah. I mean,
Batman can kill people. I don't want him killing indiscriminately like the Punisher, and I don't want him using guns.
Well, he did. He killed indiscriminately. Michael Keaton did that.
Yeah, I know, but I was a kid when I saw those, so I was more forgiving.
You're gonna let that slide because you're a kid. Like,
I'm gonna let that one slide.
Killer.
Nah, and even still, that's like my biggest critique of those movies.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. Look. I mean, the first Batman, he's starting off. Batman Returns. I will justify 2 of those kills. There was shooting.
He kills in like every movie. There isn't a single Batman movie where he doesn't kill like one person.
Well, Kilmer, did he kill anybody?
He kills Two-Face. He kills Two-Face. He knew what he was doing. He throws up all those coins. He knows he's falling to his death.
I wanted to finish.
It's like saying that Christian Bale's Batman didn't kill Liam Neeson. He let him. He didn't save him. Like, no, you murdered that man. You had the opportunity to save his life.
We're seeing eye to eye with Bale. He killed him. He did kill him.
Bale totally killed that dude.
He also killed him.
He killed Two-Face also. He also killed Two-Face.
I'm trying to defend Val Kilmer here because
no, he killed Two-Face.
I want to say
he also totally let Robin's family die. He definitely could have done more to like reveal himself.
We're putting that death on him. Come on.
I'm not putting it entirely on him, but he didn't put up full effort to save them. He half-assed that. You know, motherfucker had a batarang, right? He's Batman. He's got a batarang in his suit at this circus. Throw the batarang at him and be like, "It was me. I'm Batman." Well, like fucking anything.
Look at the we should do Batman Forever.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Damn it.
We should do 2 episodes, one on the Burton Batmans and then one on the Schumacher Batmans.
Yeah, we'll talk about this more. But yeah, I agree. Look, we both agree that I'm trying to maintain Kilmer's innocence, but yeah, we both agree that
nah, man, he's guilty as hell.
Yeah, but we both agree that Bale's Batman definitely killed Ra's al Ghul because he did say the line. He said, "So you're going to kill me?" No, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm not gonna save you. It's just loud. I was like, no, I was sitting there. I paused the film right there. I said, no, that's negligent homicide. You definitely killed him.
Justify it however you want in your head. We know you killed that man.
You killed him. In your head, you can sit up there and think you didn't kill him, but
you set up the circumstances for him to die, and then you let him die. You sent Gordon to blow up the train. He did, and then you let him die in that train that you just blew up.
Case dismissed.
Any court of law, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail. Oh yeah.
on top of all the vigilante charges.
Yeah. Vigilantes, you're going to jail.
and the embezzlement, all the corporate fraud.
What about Jim? Jim is just as well part of death as possible. He is going to jail.
Man, aiding and abetting.
Aiding
That
and
dude's going to
abetting
jail
a
too.
criminal, a murderer. I agree. Yeah. He keeps screaming, "I don't kill people. You killed Ra's al Ghul. You definitely
his
killed
one
him."
rule. His one rule isn't that he doesn't kill. His one rule is that he doesn't use guns. As far as I'm concerned, that's it. Anything else is fair game.
Technically, the only person I've seen them kill was Ra's al Ghul. I'll give him a pass on it. I ain't seen him kill nobody else.
What, in that movie?
No, he killed some more people.
In that movie, I'd have to think on it, but I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh no, he did kill the original Ra's al Ghul. Well, the technical.
He killed the original Ra's al Ghul and the real Ra's al Ghul.
He left them.
He left
both of them to die.
There's probably a couple of dudes from the League of Shadows who got blown up when that thing blew up too. When he killed the first Ra's al Ghul, there's probably a couple of people who died there. Blew up a whole ass temple.
Okay. What about Dark Knight? He don't kill nobody in Dark Knight.
He straight up murders Two-Face. He pushes him off a building.
Damn it! What the fuck? Both films he killed.
That one's not even like unclear. He pushes him off a building. And like it was to save a kid. I totally get it. That's a justified kill. But he killed him.
All right, Dark Knight Rises.
Well, he shoots Talia. He shoots her to death. that's like the most unambiguous. Catwoman shoots Bane, but no one's complaining about.
Nobody's complaining about that. He was a murderer anyway. Yeah,
but he shot her.
He was a terrorist, so they were gonna die. He was shoot on sight anyway. Like he would have got a gold medal.
Batman always kills. He's always killing people. It's
okay,
kind of
George Clooney didn't kill nobody. See, fuck you. You make me remind myself of that damn film.
You might be right. That might be the one deathless Batman movie. That's the one Batman movie where he doesn't have blood on his hands.
Yeah, he doesn't have blood on his hands.
Yeah, because he doesn't kill Mr. Freeze's wife. In fact, he saves her.
He saves her.
He doesn't kill Poison Ivy or Mr. Freeze.
Poison Ivy. Well, technically, can we blame him for probably eventually getting Poison Ivy killed? Or she had. I mean,
that's a problem with the prison system, man. You can't put that one on Batman.
Well, technically, she did have it coming. So
yeah, she had it coming, but also like the prisoners, they didn't have to put her in the same cell as Mr.
Yeah, that wasn't Batman's fault. Yeah.
No. That's a broken.
And Bane
system.
is technically still alive.
Yeah, Bane, and he didn't do that. That was Robin and Batgirl.
Yeah,
technically.
So yeah,
they're the ones who kick out the Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I don't know that he kills anybody in Batman and Robin.
Well, that's why Batman and Robin sucks.
No, Batman and Robin is the most accurate Batman movie. Out of all of them.
Inaccurate.
It's the only one where he doesn't kill people.
Well, hold on. Well, look. We both agree that I'm not disagreeing with Batfleck. He killed everybody in that warehouse. Everybody's dead.
Yeah, he murdered a lot of people.
He murdered a lot of people.
One of them with a gun.
I was counting the deaths like dead.
He blew up KG Beast with a fucking with a machine gun.
I'm not a medical doctor, but when I saw that warehouse scene, I was like, yeah, broken neck, you're dead. Yeah, spinal injury, you're dead.
Remember when he stabbed that guy? He just stabs a guy in the shoulder.
Yeah, he stabs a guy in the shoulder. He's still alive, but
with just a regular knife. It's not even like a bat knife. It's just like a switchblade.
Switchblade or something. Yeah. I literally looked at it like I was literally like, yeah, you're gargling on your own blood. You're definitely dead.
Dude, it's worse in the extended cut. Because in the extended cut, like when the guy gets his head smashed against the wall, there's like a splat of blood left there. Like all these people are full on murdered.
Yeah. Batfleck is awesome when it comes to killing. Yeah,
he
All right, we're
is
getting
the
off
most
subject.
killing Superman, most killing Batman for
The
sure.
most killing Batman. Yeah, but it's still Michael Keaton, probably by now. Country now.
There's I'd like to look at the numbers.
He blew up a fucking chemical plant.
That's fair.
That's my whole argument. That's my mic drop. He blew up an entire chemical plant. There were definitely innocent workers in there. He blew it the fuck up. That thing is blown to King Come. That thing is blown.
Okay, but we don't know the long-standing effects of that weird dehydration machine that they use in Batman Begins. That could have fucked up their entire water supply. We don't know.
So you're trying to say, wait a minute, you're trying to say
No. I'm talking about Batman Begins. They both have weird dehydration things. But Adam West Batman fucked up the entire fabric of the world. He swapped all these people's bodies, and they're not even in the right country anymore.
This is true. But also I can defend this because I also can tell you that Adam West definitely kills people because technically he did punch those bad guys and they just turned to dust. Where was the dust?
It's true. even like Penguin has more concern about it than Batman does by the end of the movie, because like there's a scene where Penguin is like, be careful, each one of them has a mother. when he's packing up the dust, he's just trying to be careful. Each one of these is a person, and meanwhile Batman like swaps their brains in different bodies, and he's like, don't worry, we don't have to worry about this. This isn't a thing.
This isn't a thing. We should just,
and they just fuck off out.
Like Batman's like, we should go out to bat. Robin, I think we should move out inconspicuously.
Yeah. I think we should go out of this place and maybe, I don't know, just fuck around with the
Go to Whataburger. Go to a Whataburger and talk about this with Superman. Superman's like, yeah, how was your day? Yeah, chum, we just killed a couple of people by punching them and they turned to dust, and we fucked up property in the end, but how was your day? I turned the world around backwards. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so none of that happened.
Oh God! I said, Batman was like, wait a minute. If you did that, wouldn't that fuck up the world's axis and we be in global warming right now? Yeah.
Cut to the nightmare sequence.
God, this is hilarious. Yeah. So, anything else we talk about? We left out.
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered everything at this point. Everything interesting.
All right. Let's just do a quick sequel. Sequel to this.
Oh, mine's easy.
What?
I'm gonna ignore the nightmare of it all and the dark side of it all. In the first 5 minutes of it, they solve all that. And then from there, it's just Justice League versus Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Okay. Yeah, mine's is very quick and easy. I'm just gonna go with, fuck that. I'm actually wanting to see Darkseid. I want to see Darkseid. I want them to take the fight to Darkseid. Because there's like, okay, we need to make sure that Darkseid I really want like the Justice League to literally get together with just like the Wu-Tang Clan, just like we want to make sure that we want to let him know that the Justice League ain't nothing to fuck with. And they take the battle to them motherfuckers. That's what I want.
I'm just trying to imagine like Superman saying that and then like Cyborg just giving him the side eye. What are you doing? Don't do that.
Justice League ain't nothing to fuck with.
You're the most white bread person on the planet, and you're not even from this planet. What are you doing? Fucking Kansas boy.
You gotta show them the Justice League ain't nothing to fuck with.
him and Bruce are like getting down, and like everybody else is looking at him like, what the fuck are these old men doing? These
Wonder Woman said, "Protect your neck." Yeah, I mean, yeah. But all seriousness, I just want them to seriously take the fight to Darkseid. That's all I want, because that's the way I saw it. That's the way I saw it when I was growing up. Like, Darkseid rarely comes to the Earth. He rarely. I have never seen Darkseid come to Earth. He's
usually messing around somewhere else in space.
Yeah, once he sees Superman
or Apocalypse,
or Apocalypse. Because 90% of the time when Superman, and I think that sets up a good sequel, because 90% of the time when Superman is on Earth, Darkseid is not fucking with them. Right. He knows for a fact that Superman can fuck me up. He knows that. He knows that Superman can fuck him up. So I think if they take the battle to him in Apocalypse, and we get to see that dark world, and then we get to see Batman sort of grow. That's what I also want to see. Batman grow. Become that more badass Batman that I can beat gods up. So
but here's the thing, though. This Batman is already old. Is there more for him to grow into? An older, more grizzled
Batman that can fight with gods. That's all I want.
I think he's too old for that shit, man.
Well, okay, well, fine then. Fuck it. Here's my second pitch too, and this is serious. Kingdom Come. I want Kingdom Come.
I'd be really totally down for that.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder's Kingdom Come would actually probably be really cool.
I really want Kingdom Come. Zack Snyder's Kingdom Come. I really want this. Like I feel like that should be the next one, because I feel like
if Zack Snyder has to do another one of these, I would Kingdom Come.
I would rather them do Kingdom Come, because we need to see them spread apart, just like, not to copy Marvel, just like Civil War. We need that Civil War, and I feel like we need a Civil War comic like thing.
Well, I mean, like, Batman v Superman, they kind of
it was sort of the Civil War, and they fucked it up. But now we got the continuity, and I think after a couple of movies, everybody's mad at each other, and we get Kingdom Come. And I want that. I really want to see what he can do with Kingdom Come.
I would be cool with that. Like, if they revisited it in a couple of years, like a decade down the line, when Henry Cavill's a little older, Affleck's a little older, they're all separated from this a bit, and they maybe will be willing to come back. Gal Gadot coming back with like a streak in her hair.
That's my pitch. I want them to come back to it when they're older, like when they're a little older, and they just like, hey, we want to sign you back for one film, and I'm like, okay, let's do Kingdom Come, because it makes sense for them to do Kingdom Come, because it makes sense.
I think it would work. Yeah,
it would be. They're older.
You can make some changes to the story a little bit. Like, instead of it being like Magog as the bad guy, it could be like Superman's son or something, just to have like that type of connection. Yeah, they could do some cool stuff.
Yeah. I like to see that, but I seriously want them to take the fight to. I think I still eventually want them to take the fight to go to Apocalypse and take the fight to Darkseid. But I would love, but that's probably like really on down the line when they got everything together. But Kingdom, if I want something done with this same cast, Kingdom Come is really the next step, because they're already getting older, and you just need to set up the next round of heroes, and it really sets up the new universe. I like that.
I think that would be a cool pitch. Actually, I think Zack Snyder doing Kingdom Come would be cool.
It would be the end. For me, it will be the end of their saga. Like that will be the end of their saga, and it will set up the new heroes. Like, okay, the new Batman, this is the new Superman, this is the new Wonder Woman. That will set up the end of theirs. This is the end of, like, you can literally do it like, this is the end of their story, not their story. Their story, and I like to see that. I want to see the end.
Meanwhile, in between that, like, there would be Aquaman 2 and potentially 3, Wonder Woman 3, The Flash, like all these like standalone movies, and then later, you know, 10 years, 15 years from now, whatever, you do Kingdom Come.
Like they'll say our contracts is up, and like, okay, Kingdom Come.
Yeah, dude, they brought back fucking Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher for the new Star Wars. I think they'll be able to get these guys back in like 15 years.
Yeah. And it makes Superman sense. Like, I just want the old brooding Batman. I mean, my pitch for Kingdom Come I would love to see if this would be the ultimate version for me. If Christopher Reeve was still alive, still alive, I would love to see Kingdom Come with Christopher Reeve, Michael Keaton, and I would
Linda Carter.
Linda Carter. That would be so awesome because we get it would be awesome. Like
you could bring in like Marlon Wayans to play like Red Robin. Dude, yeah.
That would be that could epic. Be cool. I would love to see that because it just would be all on the steps of it'll be like, man, like that would be a good way to send off Michael Keaton because Michael Keaton originally wanted to do a third Batman, and this would be him putting on the Kate McCall one more time, giving us that send out. And
we're getting that.
Yeah,
I have a feeling this Flashpoint movie that we're getting is going to end up being like kind of a like an end point and a like starting off point. Like it's going to be like the end for the Snyder type of movies and then a beginning of like these new DC continuity movies.
Right. All right. Well, this is a good show.
It was comprehensive.
Yeah. We talked about it. It's a long movie.
It is.
We probably did a long episode, but this is pretty a good show. I like this episode. We got to talk about all of DC. We'll get back to more DC. Don't worry.
I'm sure. Yeah, we'll probably get to Wonder Woman 84 at some point.
Yeah, it's probably we'll definitely get to the Suicide Squad. Believe it. All right. It's my pick, right?
Yep.
I was gonna go Men at Work, but I feel like we would have to buy it, and I feel like I need more time to watch it because I don't know if I can get a feel for it. And I know it should be a train wreck because it has Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
It's the Estevez brothers.
Yes. I want to see that so bad, but I want to see that on my own time and get a gauge for it.
Have you never seen it before?
No.
Oh, okay. I saw it years ago.
Yeah, I want to see it. Is it a train wreck? Is it fun?
I don't think it was a train wreck. I remember being like, it's fine. Like, it wasn't like a movie that's very memorable to me.
Okay. But I want to go ahead and pick something that I just feel like we could watch now if it's still on HBO Max. Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Space Jam 2. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I want to talk about it because I was going to do a review on it, but I was like, you know what? I don't got time. And now it's just now the time to talk about it because I do like the original Space Jam. I got a lot to talk about it with this film. Everybody's like, oh, it's good. It's so good.
I've got thoughts about the title.
New Legacy.
Why isn't it either called A, Cyberspace Jam, which a bunch of people have said, or B, Space James?
That would have worked too.
It's terrible, but no worse than what they came out with.
A New Legacy, yeah, New Legacy, yeah. It made no sense.
Space Jam 2. You want to talk about this movie? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, how you feel about it?
I mean, I watched it. Is
it like that? Like, oh, I watched it. Yep, it's a film.
I'll tell you my initial reaction to it was, it's got more of like a story than the first movie.
I'll give you that.
But I don't know if it's better. I don't think either of them are particularly good.
Personally, I love the first one because I laughed at it.
Okay. What if we did a compromise? What if we did Looney Tunes Back in Action?
Ooh, what? Yeah, I like to do
You get a little Brendan Fraser action in there.
Timothy Dalton.
T-Dalt. Get a little Doom Patrol reunion or pre-union.
Pre-union, oh god. Okay. I like this. Like, yeah. I mean, I did
And
watch
you get two Brendan Frasers in it, man. It's not just the one. You get Brendan Fraser and you get Brendan Fraser as his own stunt double.
I'm down. Let's do it. All right, Looney Tunes back in action. We're doing it next.
It's
on HBO Max, right? It's definitely on HBO.
I think it should be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's because I don't know about New Legacy. I don't know. I think
New Legacy may not be on HBO Max right now. It may have already gotten rid of it.
But I know for a fact. In fact, let's just before we go, let me make sure. Because that way when we leave from here, the audience know that we are definitely doing.
Yeah, we don't want to throw another change up on them.
Like we did a change up on one of them, but that was for a good reason.
It was.
Yeah. Hold on, I could look it up right here. Looney.
I'm googling it now. No, it doesn't look like it's on HBO.
Hold on.
Which is weird.
Wait a minute. Gotta look for more options. Come on, you.
We'll cut out all this dead space.
Yeah, we are. We will.
Looney Tunes back in action. Nah, it's on Canopy. You can get it. You can do it on Canopy.
What the hell?
You got if you got a library card, you can watch it there.
This is bullshit. Really, you got the one film that should be on HBO Max, and you don't put it on HBO Max. What kind of bullshit is this? Yeah, makes no damn sense. Oh well, yeah, I could do it. I can get on Prime. It ain't a big deal. It's just $2.99.
Well, it's on Canopy. You use your library. It's like a streaming service for libraries, I guess. I don't really know how it all works, but you put in your library card number and you can watch like 8 movies a month.
All right, I got you. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't worry, I'll get it. So I'm on Prime.
This has been a paid advertisement for Canopy.
Canopy. Make sure you go watch Canopy.
Go stream under the canopy.
Go stream under the canopy, yes. And make sure you bring some popcorn and keep quiet. Can you bring popcorn in the library? No.
I don't know. I think when I was a kid, we used to have like those movie nights in the library. We had popcorn for sure.
If we're like,
you're gonna watch the Never-Ending Story and be happy about it. Shut up.
I wasn't happy. I was sad.
I have to go to the library after hours.
Artex died. Come on.
Yeah, just a bunch of depressed kids watching a horse drown.
Oh, no, save that house. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. All right. Scott, you got anything to plug in?
Nah, you can find me on Twitter at Chewbacca Defense, or either on this show or on Is It Rotten.
All right. And I'm Matt Poole. Make sure you go watch us. We'll be back soon, people. Sorry, we've been long. Or better, I don't know. We'll be back. It just right now.
Yeah, we're not going to be picking 4-hour epic movies.
Hell no.
Every time.
It really wasn't a 4-hour epic movies. It was more so scheduling and people working.
Yeah.
And
we'll get on these a lot more frequently.
Yeah, we just like Is It Rotten? We're gonna get on these a lot more. I mean, we did promise you. We needed. Look, the real reason, guys, we needed more time to get over the train wreck that was, Double Down.
I've been living with Neil Breen for the last 4 months. I haven't been able to
rent free. He's been like, I really felt like I was.
Dude doesn't have an internet connection. How am I supposed to watch the Snyder Cut without the internet?
This is true. Also, Neil Breen. It's like crack. You try it.
You
once.
Can't just do it once.
Yeah, you gotta watch some more.
You gotta keep going back.
Yeah, I kept going back, and I was like, why am I watching this shit? Like, fuck. All right, that's another No Brain, people. We'll see you next time for Looney Tunes Back in Action. I'm Mac, and this is Scott. And we'll see you next time, people. Bye.
So long.
Yeah.